Hello, hello. What is going on, people? How is life treating ya? Let me adjust the camera. Hello, Brianna. Hello, Casey. I see there are people here joining straight away. Usually I need to wait a minute. How's your day, everyone? As usual, we're gonna check in. I'm gonna focus on the energy of the people during live. I'm gonna do a collective, and then we're gonna jump into personal readings. If anyone is in need of booking, as usual, the link is in a pinned comment. And I try to do this twice a week, Tuesday and Sunday. It doesn't always work out if I'm doing something weekend, but I try. This is my first live to watch of your. I hope you're well. I'm really good, Brianna. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Okay, let's see. Shall we start? Let's see what is important right now. And it feels like I want my, as I call them, spiritual cards. So let's check in, my people. I think they're called the deck that I will pull from the magical reading oracle cards. They are quite big, but they are wonderful. Let's see what is up with my people right now who are watching or who will be watching within the next couple of days. I don't want to tap into everyone who is subscribed energy. I want to tap into people who are joining energy. We have a stimulate life experience. Number 2 might be important, as well as number 3. If you can see over here, I don't know how. Let me see how it shows up on camera. There is. Let me get my feather. That was too far away. It's fine. There is number 1 and 2 in this card, just above this guy's head. So overall, when I'm tapping into number 3, every time I do, I'm thinking about theater, I'm thinking about creativity, I'm thinking about all the things that I want to leave as a person after me. So for a lot of you right now, through life experiences, especially trying through tests, ups and downs, trials, failures, wins, it feels like you are collecting a baggage of experiences that you will be using for some sort of possibly creative endeavor. Now, creativity is everywhere. The way you dress, right? What you're gonna do with your hair for that day, what colors you choose to wear. A lot of times we don't pay attention to this. We think we just decided to dress, say for example, black, just because we like it for that day. But there is subconscious messages there, right? Your subconscious is choosing that for you. So I would dive deeper for the next couple of days to see what you're being drawn to, what colors, how do you want to represent yourself in front of people, and what are you trying to portray. So approach your life right now as a creative child, I would say. That would be beneficial. Along that journey, you may meet someone, or you have met already someone who also matches that creative energy of yours, and you can bounce off of one another. So projects of any sorts, would it be just for fun, would it be for profit? So I'm just getting comfortable. Are important at this time. Now let's see why this came through. I'm gonna be using the Elga Live deck. Where is this taking you? Where is this journey taking you? And also there's a message saying two are stronger than one. So you might be quite picky right now who you want to spend your time with or who you want to talk to regarding one specific aspect of your life. There is someone next to you who is strong to walk with you, but also resonates with you very much. Now, this could be a friend, could be a lover. Let's see, where is this taking you? You have the Hangman. This is the Elgo Live deck, by the way, in case someone does not know. And again, this is a number 12, which also comes up to 3 here. So you may notice quite a lot of synchronicity at this time. I wouldn't be surprised. You know, regarding, say, for example, you look at the phone, repeated numbers. You look at the, I don't know, microwave, repeated numbers. You look somewhere on the billboard, you see specific numbers. These numbers are very connected to some sort of a shift of your perception right now. And specifically towards your goal. So experiment at this time. Experiment and play. We're also going to look at the archetype right now that wants to be looked at. But at the same time, where does your power lie? That's the question I want to ask with that archetype. And the archetype cards have the light and dark aspects to them. So we're going to be mostly looking at the light aspect of it. But usually, you know, where our power lies, it could be is where our weaknesses lie. So that's not bad if you're going to be resolutely at this time with the dark side of that card. It's okay. Now let's look what else. Heart space. Okay. Physical stuff. This feels physical to me. This Three of Swords feels really physical. Right now would be important to pay attention to your heart. Are you giving it enough attention? Are you nurturing it? Are you resting enough? Some of you, if you went for a heartbreak and you're still healing from that, turn to it, nurture it, okay? Split deck, we have the Two of Cups. It's interesting, I just done the 7 to 10 days from now reading, and all of the piles were talking about relationships. What's important right now is to focus on relationships around you, and specifically those relationships that bring in balance into your life. There's one relationship that can heal the broken heart through its presence, I'm seeing here, regardless if it's friendship or romantic relationship. But there is someone next to you who could help you with one particular issue you may be having. If you haven't talked about something but you wanted to talk about it, especially for those who were afraid to be vulnerable, your cards are saying do not. There is someone who is very trustworthy around you. Pour your heart into them. And especially if you are going through this healing and things are still sticky for you, but maybe you had some sort of realizations that you didn't want to share with everyone, or you had aha moments or observations, what you did wrong, what the other person did wrong, or what kind of lessons you learned during that connection, or that disappointment, heartbreak, maybe even grief. Your cards are saying tune into one person who is around you right now. Okay, now let's look at the archetype. Where does your power lie right now for my people who are watching this live? By the way, in case you are in need of the personal read, I do the mini readings during these lives, and the link is in the pinned comment. Okay, we have the Shadow. Goes really well actually with the perception here, as well as the Three of Swords and the Assimilate Life Experience. You know what? I'm gonna read that card for you from the book, so give me a second, I will get it. Assimilate Life Experience. It says, are you overwhelmed by the constant chaos in your life? Do you feel like you are dealing with one drama after another? You have to become more conscious about which situations you allow to impact you. Your body, in particular, your digestive system, is asking you to strengthen your boundaries and create a healing practice, which allows you to relax, breathe, and assimilate your life experience. It is important that you do a review of your life and become aware of people, situations, and environments you need to change. You can ask yourself, what am I learning from each experience? Let go of any people or experiences draining you and put in pleasure on your pressure on your digestion. Just before clicking go live, I had this feeling in my stomach as if there was too much acid. It wasn't a reflux, it was just literally where my stomach is, and it was there. It wasn't coming up, and I knew it wasn't mine. It reminded me of the times when I'd have a submission in university and I was rushing to do everything and I was running out of time, and I would feel that. So right now maybe some of you are having digestive problems, or you have stomach issues. I would say watch, but it's not about food though. That's not what I'm picking up. Watch your stress levels at this time. Your overall stomach and digestive system may be a little bit more sensitive at this time. Okay. We have this shadow, and I want one more card to pair this up with. Brianna, so on point. I'm glad that this is resonating. We also have the animal. Okay, let's look at these. The shadow. I don't know why today I didn't want to interpret these cards. I usually start with interpretation. I just wanted to chill and allow the author tell us what we need to pay attention to. I'll come back to the tarot, regular tarot, in a minute. So now the shadow card. When this card is light, it says revealing unconscious aspects of the self and world. When dark, denying unconscious aspects of the self and the world. Although every card in the archetype deck has a shadow potential, this card asks us to delve into the qualities of the shadow itself. We often think that the shadow can be purified, illuminated, and made right through effort and achievement. However, it is typically the case that our lofty pursuit of ascension and perfection is the very source of shadow material itself. Some of you watching this tend to be perfectionists. And when it comes to being a perfectionist, there is a really dark side to it. I can actually relate to this. A lot of times, I don't know why I want to talk about this. When a perfectionist thinks about a task, something that they are creating, for example, they want to have their jewelry business. A lot of times they have a hard time to start even because there is so much that they're trying to work out, that everything has to be perfect in their heads, that they have issue starting or taking one step at a time and figuring a lot of the details as they go, because they want to see the whole picture and everything perfectly worked out. And it doesn't happen like that, especially in business, right? A lot of things come to you unexpectedly and you have to deal with them right there and right now. So for some of you, the shadow aspect, or maybe doubt, or some of the emotions that are heavy for you may be coming through because you are trying to be this best version of self, but that the level, the scale is way too high for you, for anyone actually, that you have placed. So make sure that at this time you're not trying to punish yourself for little mistakes, or do not avoid the unknown, I would say. It's okay. You'll figure it out as you go, one step at a time. Hi, Casey. Okay, let's continue. By rejecting parts of ourselves and the world, we begin to separate from the whole. Rather than getting to know the qualities and content of our shadow, we busy ourselves with avoiding its presence. This is denial. When this card appears, it is time to take inventory of those things you've been denying. When the mind responds with, no, anything but that, you are touching shadow. Find support for this deep inner work and move toward the shadow with patience and compassion. Now, what this reminded me of is one of the clients that I've had recently. I'm not gonna give away too much about them, but just a story. Here, no, anything but that. This person was asking me about, actually asked me quite deep questions about the love life, about what it is that she might not be seeing, something that might be subconscious, some of the parts that she may have to look at when talking about herself. And it was a really interesting reading. And something that she told me, she said, I am ready to meet a partner, but the only thing that I will never do is go online dating, try online dating. And it was very interesting how she even phrased it, because it was something along the lines of, I will never do that. I do not want to do that. And she mentioned low quality people. And when I tapped into where is best or where is more potential, meeting the potential partner for her, she got actually the King and the Queen of Pentacles in the online dating. And I was like, damn, this is ironic actually, but never say never. So maybe for some of you, you also have said recently something along the lines of, I will never do that. This is never for me. I would never go there. Sorry, my chair is squeaky. And your cards are saying, maybe look into that. Maybe it's not only black and white. Like that example of, online dating. Maybe there is someone out there for you. Not everyone is black and white, right? So look at yourself, especially within the next couple of days. What is something that you will notice that you, in your head, you look at it and you think, I'll never, or this would never be me, or this would never be part of my life, because that's where the shadow hides, okay? I'll share a story with you. I remember it was years ago. I think it's been 15 years now, almost. When I moved out from my country, I moved to UK. While still being back home, I said I would never date the person from this specific country, because we don't really get along, our countries, and also the examples I've had were not the best. So guess what? The first relationship that I had once I left my home country was relationship with a person from that country. So that was a time that it really stuck to me, when I was like, hey, I'm never saying never. Even if I said that before already, but I was so like stuck on this, and I felt it deep in my core. I was like, I would never. And life goes, here you go. Do you want to try that? And you go, but this is actually a wonderful person. So scratch that what I said. So that's something to pay attention to these days for my people here. What is it that you're so stubborn about, that you think you will never change your opinion about? Okay, it's not that I'm trying to change your morals on that or values here in this reading. I'm just kind of challenging you, and the shadow card is challenging you. Brianna, I said I'd never get remarried. I don't know why, but this heart emoji is covering part of the conversation. Okay, I said I'd never get remarried and I just got proposed to last Friday. I said yes. Congratulations. See, never say freaking never. You never know what's gonna happen in life. And that's the interesting part to it. We are the ones usually who tend to be stubborn, hey? Because we think that we know, but we really don't have a clue a lot of times. Let's tap into the animal. Let's look at the light aspect of it. That's where your power lies. Vital, elemental, alive, dances. When this card is dark, savagery, pent up emotion, lashing out. We are mammals. The hair on our chest and between our legs reminds us so. We try hard to deny our unrefined animalistic nature, yet through this archetype, we tap into power and direction. Activating the animal within means reawakening our relationship to nature in the most broad and embodied sense, drinking from waterfalls, roaring at the moon, opening eyes in the water, eating berries from the vine. The life force of our planet begs us to set down the devices, the constraints, and the social constructs and remember the warm blood that pulses through our veins. The animal longs for breath, food, procreation, and physicality. It wants soil under our nails and starlight on our skin. If this all sounds terribly unsophisticated to you, take note that it is said that when Buddha became enlightened, he roared like a great lion. Now, Casey, I have paid for the reading by people. Okay, I'm gonna check it in a sec. Let me refresh my email page. Okay, I see a couple of you here. I will finish with this and I will get to your personals. What this reminded me of is, and that's what I've been observing in my surroundings as well, people wanting to connect to the earth. Instead of going on a package holiday where everything is kind of pre-planned for you, you don't have to do anything, then you go lay on a beach or you go, lay on by the pool. People are choosing much more interesting holidays or time off where they are the ones who plan it. They are the ones who choose which part of the land you want to lay on. And a lot of times you don't even have to pay for it. You just take a blanket, you choose your spot, you buy tickets there, right? And you enjoy yourself. So freedom. When I'm tapping into the animal here, a lot of you may be seeking, looking for freedom. Freedom in your work, freedom in your relationships. Not to say that you are restricted in any way. I'm not feeling that here, at least for whoever has joined this. But how can I be free in who I am? And how can I be okay with my urges? Say if I want to go to bed at 8 p.m., I will allow myself to go to bed. It's kind of listening to your body and what it urges you to do. Specifically for the next couple of days, don't deny your urges. Would it be food as pleasure, sex as pleasure, vacation, right? Whatever it is that you need, tap into that energy, explore it. Okay, so let's look at your readings. Casey, I have someone just before you, so I'm gonna do that reading first. And I'll get to you in a minute, okay? Min, probably butchered your name, I'm so sorry. Okay, Fohi Katamari on YouTube. Will I be able to meet and connect with my future spouse this year? Now, just a reminder, when it comes to timing and tarot, it's different from ours, okay? So for tarot, soon can be the next couple of years. For someone asking, soon is within the next half year, okay? So there's something to keep in mind, but overall, let's look. Did I say your name right? Okay. Oof. Will you be able to meet and connect with your future spouse this year? Will you be able to meet and connect with your future spouse this year? Okay, let's see. What do your cards have here? The Three of Wands came out reversed, and I feel like I'm gonna read it reversed because it's... Okay, I'll start in a minute. Let me pull more cards and I'm gonna read them all together. Feels like there's something else here to be talked about. And I want to ask a question. How would cards describe you? In a romantic situation? And what I'm trying to ask here is, are you ready for it? Are you fully ready for it? Because why I'm asking is because a lot of times people ask, will I be in a relationship soon? But when I pull the cards, I see that this person is, even if they would be given a really good, suitable person for them at that time, they could screw it up because they are going through a lot subconsciously or energetically, a lot in life, and that person is kind of, it's not that they're being held back from them, but the timing is off, right? So let's see, are you ready for, because what we need and what we think we need and when can be a bit different from what the spirit thinks we need at what time, right? You're able to see from the higher perspective. Are you ready? Oh, nice, Hangman twice. Okay. What are the freaking odds here? What are the odds? Look, what I am seeing here, you might not like this, but not just yet. Now, don't take this as a bad thing, because with the Hangman, we have a bit of a delay to a situation, but it's not that there's a block here, don't get me wrong. There are still some things that you have to figure out, you will be figuring out about your life before you meet your future spouse. You coming through here as a Page of Cups, someone who's still exploring, someone who's still kind of trying to put their feet like solidly on the ground, and this is specifically just focused on the relationship energy, right? Not, it doesn't mean that you are unstable in some way. It's just in relationship area, it feels like you still have to learn through your experiences. Now, you have the Hangman twice here. There is something, until you meet your future spouse, your perception on relationship will have shifted a bit. So it feels like you will meet people on your journey who will teach you things that you will need to take with yourself. Once you have met your future spouse, you will have those tools, you will have those experiences that will make that relationship stronger. I hope this is making sense. What about this journey of yours? Let's see a little bit. What about this journey of yours? What are you learning? Okay, what you're learning beforehand is how to resolve a conflict in a calm manner. This feels very mature to me here. At the time of difficulty or when there is a disagreement, how can I be balanced in the way that I talk? Or how can I be balanced in the way that I approach an argument, right? How can I be calm, assertive, and overall it feels like this is learning how to master. Feels like a big word here, right? How to master your emotions when your emotions want to fly all over the room, instead of saying things that you might regret in the future. You may want to cool off. That's what you're learning, right? Cool off, and then coming back to it and saying, okay, now I can talk, now we can discuss this. Anything that you need to know about the future spouse? I'm asking an additional question here just to see if anything needs to come through that would be beneficial to know. A sense of familiarity is here. Okay, in what way? Okay, your future spouse will remind you of a person that you grew up being around with, who is very structured, who has this kind of boss type of qualities, you know, character traits, who's very straight to the point, who's very strong-minded. And since you are coming through here as a page for now, it feels like if you have met this person soon, I feel like you would even be thrown off because their character is very strong. So it feels like here you're being prepared to meeting this person. But as you're being prepared, you're learning, you're growing as a person, as an individual. Especially communication, the way you communicate, because this person will be a very direct with their words. And if you tend to be quite, I want to say, sensitive or take a lot of things to heart, you may have a hard time communicating with them at first. So it feels like you are growing into this person who is even more assertive than you are now, so that when you meet this person, you can bounce off of one another. I hope this made sense, and I hope this was helpful. Damn, bottom of a deck, the Hangman 3 times. 3 times. What a synchronicity, man. Now, this is a side note. I clarified this the third Hangman. Your cards are saying right now would be a good time with this Magician at the bottom. Would be a good time for you to focus on what is it that you're afraid of? With the Nine of Swords. What fear do you want to become friends with? It's not about getting rid of a fear or anxiety, but it's more about looking at it and saying, you're here, but I'm still going to do what I need to do, instead of letting you win and me not doing anything at all because I feel afraid. Make sense? Okay. I hope this was helpful. Let's continue. Casey, let me open your message. You're amazing as always. Thank you, Brigitte. You're very welcome. Thank you so much. Just dropped in to say, weirdly, I'm still high AF. That I love you so much and will support you no matter what. All the best of luck in the future. Thank you so much. Love you. I always notice your comments, you know, like there are some people whose pictures and names I remember. I don't remember all of them, but those who show up in the comments I always remember. It feels like you've been with me for a while. If I am correct, at least a couple of years, I think. Okay. Let's continue. Casey, my question. I'm ready for dating and hope to settle down. Where's the most potential possibility to meet them? Okay, let me have a sip of a drink before I continue. Let's go. Hope to settle down. Where's the most potential possibility to meet him? Let's go. I'm gonna use the Urban Tarot for you. Oh my goodness, I'm making a mess here. Okay. Let's see. Casey, I'm ready for dating and hope to settle down. Where's the most potential to meet him? I feel like I don't want a lot of cards for you here. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Where's the most potential to meet them? Okay. Pretty straightforward. That's why. Okay, the most potential to meet them is in a place where there is food or drinks. So, hospitality, bars, restaurants, cafes are the places that I'm seeing for you where there is most potential to meet this person. It feels like entertainment to me. It could be involved in that. So, for example, you sit in a nice bar or cafe, and because I'm hearing music and music is playing in the background. Whatever this place is, this place has plenty of drinks. This place may even be known for good drinks. Doesn't have to be alcoholic drinks specifically, but I'm seeing liquid. You work in a cafe, I know. This feels like through this connection to food in some way, and it has a deeper meaning than just, meeting someone in a place where there is food. It feels like through the love of food, you may meet the love. Does that make sense? I want to ask, what do you need to know about this meeting of yours at that time? This could be someone, Casey, who has a strong connection to food themselves. I know that you work in a cafe, but this person also has a strong connection to food. Now, it doesn't have to be, that they are a chef themselves or a baker, but the food is really important to them. So this would be, even if it's a home cook, right? They would make quality food. It's important for them. I feel like this person has two specific recipes that they are known for in their circle. They're known for making it really, really well. It's bomb. So what you're connecting to here is, see, food is heart. The heart is where the food is, and I feel like you both are connecting through that. One of you may be a professional, the other one not, but still as passionate. You said, by the way, I asked you a question about my food business. I made sense with the male person. Thanks for that. I'm happy it made sense. Sometimes when I read, And if you know it's the future energy, you may not even know who I'm talking about until the situation happens. So I'm glad that that made sense. Okay, let me see. I like this energy. Food and heart. I want to see, you know what? Let's be a little bit sneaky curious. What's gonna be your first impression? What's gonna be your first impression on this of this person? What's gonna be your first impression of this person? Okay. I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing with you here. Oh, you will be overthinking it. But you will not see this person as a potential romantic partner at first. And the way you'll talk to them will be really direct and quite cold. So it feels like you will not even know that this is the person that will turn into something much bigger than at first. It feels like you're going to be focused on your things. You have the Queen. Oh my goodness. The Queen and the King of Swords here. Your direct communication is going to be appreciated, but make sure that you do not stay in this cold Queen of Swords energy, that you tap into your feminine. Okay, I know it can be difficult, but this star card over here, she is vulnerable, she is naked. This is not about a nakedness as per se here, it's more about the vulnerability itself. So that's just something that I want to mention. But you're gonna feels like you're connecting through the food itself, but also the way both of your minds work, how you communicate. This direct talk is what I'm picking up here. Casey, I always tell people to tie a person down to use food. Tie down the stomach, the person is yours. Well, you know, it's very applicable here. It's the similar energy. You will like this person's brain. You will like this person's brain and the way they express themselves. You both kind of know bullshit, you know? Like this no bullshit, don't have time for this shit couple. That's the energy, literally. If I had to sum it up, like, that's the energy of yours. I hope this made sense. Let me check my emails. Okay, who do we have here? Alana. Hi, Alana. I'm wondering when and how I will meet the love of my life. Feeling a lot of manifestation vibes, okay. I want a different deck for you. Let's see which one. Not this one. Game of Thrones. That one. And I want a bit of Florida water. I do this weird thing where before the readings I tend to rub either eucalyptus oil or what is the other one? Lavender, I think I have on my wrist. So when I'm shuffling cards, it activates my senses. Love that. Maybe some of you want to try this. That also taps me in better. Casey, cut the crap and use crap as fertilizer. Yep. Yeah, see what I mean? That's That's what kind of energy that is. Alana, I'm wondering when and how I will meet the love in my life. What do we need to know about the meeting of the love of your life? Be open to possibilities, opportunities, meeting people who live in other places. Okay, that's something that I want to mention because I'm seeing possible travel involved in order to meet one another or in order to meet your love, the love of your life. Different lands, or if this is not a land as per se, different land, then it's a different town. Do you like traveling, Alana? It feels like you meeting this person during the time when you are exploring, kind of very focused on the self. Where am I going? You're very self-reflective. You tapped into your inner self, you know? It's the feeling that I have is as if you are asking these deep questions. Where am I going next? Where do I want to be? And you following your heart, especially location-wise. If you're gonna be moving, you tapping into your heart. And once you are tapped into your heart, you are landing in a place where you need to be. Now, this may take a little time. I'm not seeing that this person is very close just yet. So you may have to be a little bit patient with this. Let me look at the YouTube chat. Listen to your gut when it comes to travel, okay? Anytime you may want to be very drawn to a specific location or may want to go on holiday, doesn't even matter where, but at that specific time and you don't know why. It's happening for a reason here, but don't be obsessed with it, you know? I try to tell people, warn people about this because some people like to get obsessed with these messages where then they start traveling non-stop looking for the partner, and it's not that. It's happening very organically. You will not miss that. You will not miss that urge. You will not miss going to that place, being at that place. But it's more so about the exploration of self here. Who am I? Where I'm going? Where do I want to be? Let me go to a place that is very calm, or it allows me to kind of connect to my soul more. It feels very soulful here to me. It's like you're gonna be following the vibe of the place, not as much what building or hotel is there that I can stay in. Is the energy of the place that you're tapping into. Let's look. Let's continue this journey to meet the love of your life. You have a lot of fire in you. Okay, you're going to... First of all, you're going to be really good partners with this person, platonically speaking. I'm not seeing this relationship starting with rainbows and unicorns. I'm seeing this relationship starting slowly. You may even have another potential partner on a side, or someone may show you attention, because I'm seeing you choosing, but I'm seeing you taking it slow, thinking it through, not jumping into relationship. And the beginning stages of this connection starts a bit like people who work together, you know? You have things to take care of, you are talking about this and that, what needs to be done. It feels like it's starting platonic, and then it turns into romantic relationship as you go. But I feel like that's why it's strong here, because you have strong grounded cards, because no one is rushing. You're able to see this person from different points of view, how they deal with this, what they are going through, how they react to the things that they are going through, right? This feels like a slow journey, but a steady one. You have the Knight of Coins here as your first card, and this is telling me that this is not gonna be a quick, I jump into a relationship and we together, we get married. Da, da, da. It's gonna be growing. This connection will be growing over time. You may not commit at first straight away. You may want to take it easy. Let's see, what else? Is there anything that you need to pay attention to during this journey? Is there anything that you need to pay attention to? Okay, what is this trying to tell us? You know what? It's interesting. It feels like you're gonna go through some sort of, I don't want to say awakening. This is too big of a word, but you're gonna go through a very spiritual phase before you meet this person. It's more so like an energy shift where you notice that you are slightly different in how you react to specific situation. It feels like you're growing spiritually, but it will happen. It feels like a swift shift. It's not gradual. For example, a year, right, where you grow and grow, and we all grow spiritual, but this feels like it's going to be more like it will happen within a couple of months, where you're gonna notice a shift within you. Even the way you think during that time or just before that time, you will be quite reflective, and you will want to dive really deep into your thoughts. You may want to focus on your health, on some sort of healings, but not obsessed in that and lost in that spiritual world. You have a really good balance between the material, right, what is here around me, and I appreciate that, and I'm looking at things that I need to look at, but also there is this deep spiritual connection that you have with the world. Very interesting energy. I want to see, I'm always curious to know what is going to be your first, what's going to be your opinion about this person the first time you meet them? What your observation will be like at first, right? This will change over time the more you get to know them. I want to see at first. A hard worker, definitely. Straight away. You're gonna see this person as a hard worker, someone who is quite strong physically, I'm seeing here. I don't think that this is going to be a person who has little meat on their bones. This person will be strong, you'll be able to tell. Also, this is someone who, interesting, is quite lucky, especially when it comes to the material world. For them, it can be a little bit easier to gain something that they need than for some others. I don't want to say that they're born on the lucky star. This feels that it's over exaggerated, but this person is good at gaining and keeping things. Okay, I hope this is making sense. During the time, once you'll meet them, this person will be still going through Maybe that's why things will be slow at first. This person will be still going through their own healing because something will have happened that has hurt their heart. This is personal to them. This is their own transformation. This is their own, it feels like a really important time of their life that they will come out of eventually. But you'll be able to see that, to even sense that they are building themselves up. I'm building myself back up again. They are very strong-willed. Whoever this person is, they are very strong-willed, very focused on the future. A really, really responsible person. You'll feel safe around them. They got your back. That type of energy. Yeah, so it feels like you are going through this energetic shift here that is going to be felt deeply, but also this person will be just around the time when you meet. And take it easy. I feel like you may even surprise yourself that you may want to take it slow with this person at first. I hope this made sense. Okay, let me have a quick break. And if anyone wants to share something in the live chat, go ahead. I am fully focused right now. Let's get some smoke going. You're very welcome, Alana. I will see. I might do another live tomorrow daytime. I'm trying to come on at different times because I know people are from different time zones and some of them are working. Someone messaged me saying I can't catch you. A couple of people actually. I can't catch you during live, so I might check in with you tomorrow as well. And this is pine tree, by the way. What I do instead of buying, well, I have this sage, by the way, for you know how long? 4 freaking years. That's how often I use sage. But what I prefer actually is going to a forest, and if I see a piece of wood that draws my attention, I pick it up and I do it, and I cleanse my home with that. It's not as much about cleansing for me. For me in general, I don't know if the same thing happens to you guys. When I smell smoke, I can tap in quicker. Tap into the energies. I don't know, there's something about me and fire. Well, I have quite a lot of fire in my chart, but I don't think it's only that. It feels like some sort of past life story here that is repeating itself. Maybe I used to dance by the fire. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a yes or no. We're gonna have 9 options. Now, if anyone has a question to the question where the answer would be a yes or no, ask away. But there will be 9 options, so see which number pops into your mind first when you think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In a minute, I will shuffle these cards and I will lay them out. You may ask a couple of questions if you have more. Choose different cards for that. I'll try to fit all of them in this shot. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. I'll adjust the camera in a minute, don't worry about that. 7, 8, and 9. And I will give you some time to choose. I will not go into it straight away. So that's 1 and that's 9. Okay, let's start with my numbers 1. Number 1 is a no. Number 2 is a no. Number 3 is a maybe. Now, when maybe shows up, there's a surprise to the situation, and it's a good surprise. It's not a tower card, okay? You will be surprised of the outcome. 4, there is something better for you. Look at other ways, look at other paths, other opportunities. There is something else that you may have not come across, or maybe you have, but you're not looking at it. Makes sense? 5, not the right time. Take more time, sleep on it. Allow this to unfold naturally. Don't push something. That's what this card means. Take extra time. For example, if you're traveling, or if you're uncertain about a job opportunity, you're like, I don't know, should I say yes, should I say no? It's saying sleep on it, take more time, okay? 6, it's a yes. 7, it's a yes, definitely. 8, it's a yes. It's interesting because we have the no's up there and the yeses at the bottom. And 9, there is delay to your situation. Expect delays in general. I don't know how this ties into the question that you asked. You may have to interpret it slightly. Something may take a little bit more time, etc., etc. Okay? Let me check my emails. Okay, who is next? We have Melinda. Hi, my husband is telling me he has had a change of heart now. Is he being truthful? You've helped me a few times lately. My husband was cheating. Let's go. Let's tap into the energy of this person. I feel like I want to neutralize the space. Give me 1 second. Does this person have a change of heart now? Let's see which deck we want. This one. And that one. Okay, we're gonna pull from a couple of different decks here for you. So just bear with me. Does he have a change of heart? Does he have a change of heart? Is he being truthful? Is he being truthful right now? Oh, this person is going for a wake-up call. It feels like it has taken this person a while to get to this state, but slowly, slowly things are shifting. So I'd say there is definitely a change here, but it's not implemented fully just yet. What I'm being shown when I'm tapping into this person, they are struggling quite a lot right now. It feels like there is so much on their shoulders. This person is facing the judgment day, that is for sure. The judgment day in front of themselves. I feel like what you don't know is that he might be seeing quite a lot of things in life in general, receiving signs about what is right, what is wrong, and what he has done in the past that was really hurtful. And it feels like the next half a year is going to be this big time of continuous realizations. Yes, this person is more tapped into their heart right now, but why, I want to say, this is the queen, this is not a king. I split the deck, we have a king now, which is great. What has happened, it feels like voluntarily, involuntarily, you have caused this shift within this person. It feels like if not you, this person wouldn't be able to see quite a lot of things that they were doing wrong to the extent that they're seeing it now. Yes, they might know that things were wrong, but not to the extent, not to the depth that they see it when they tap into you, when they look at you. You may even catch him looking at you sometimes and kind of like zoning out or thinking, and this person is looking at the way you come across to them. It's purity, and they're trying to purify themselves as well, kind of match your energy. I hope this is making sense. Hi Tyler, I'll read your message in a second. It's okay. I'm gonna read it in the comments if you've forgotten on PayPal. Okay. Is he being truthful? I would say it's a strong yes, but there is a road. Yes. See, there are still mountains to climb. There is still a road ahead of this person. So you may witness them stumble a couple of times, but the intention is there. It's completely up to you how you want to deal with the situation, but I'm seeing that it's hard for this person, really hard, but they're trying. Anything else that we need to know about their energy towards you? Anything else? They're thinking quite a lot about the future. When they think of you, they think about the future. That things have to change. This person may feel a little bit threatened when they think about the future. They're a bit scared because it feels like they are sensing that the shift has to happen. There is no choice for me anymore. Either this or the cut off. Okay. Yeah, this person is in this conflict zone within themselves. I'm trying to win, but I keep screwing up. But the intention is there, definitely. The intention, the good intention is definitely there. Any advice for you? Observe. What you have to do is to observe what is being presented to you right in front of you. Observe and look at your choices, look at your options. Also, a side note here, your cards are saying make sure that you're having fun in your private life. Private life, what I mean by that, your own life apart from the relationship. who you are as a person, or who do you have around you. Hanging out with friends right now, or having a good social life, is important right now. And I feel like I have a deja vu. I might have said that exact same thing to someone and I saw the Three of Cups in the same position. Make sure that you organize something fun for yourself, where maybe you have some sort of a hobby, or you had a hobby, want to bring it back. Right now your cards are saying focus on the individuality of self and what you can give to yourself, this happiness, this joy with people who you appreciate. Would be great to organize a get together, go have dinner with a friend or two, things like that. Make sense? I hope this answered your question. All right. Tyler, I met someone new. Want to see how they are viewing me and potential of the connection. Initials of the person is LS. Okay, Tyler. Let's look. How is this person viewing you? I want a different deck for you here. I want Triple Goddess Tarot. Let me find it because I have a lot of them in front of me. Where's my Triple Goddess? No, we're gonna switch to the Haunted House Tarot. Yep, this is the one. That's why I couldn't find the Triple Goddess straight away. Okay, let's go. Initials LS. Waiting for Tyler. Let's see. How is this person viewing you? How is this person viewing you, Tyler? How is this person viewing you? First thing first, what I want to say, this person likes very much being around you. It feels like when I think of you, they want to celebrate. Now, another thing, do not be surprised, this person still has a bit of walls up, as if they are trying to protect themselves a little bit. But specifically, why? This person is quite serious, I'm seeing here. Serious about relationships, serious about the future of the relationship. When they think of getting married, or when they think of the future family, they're quite protective over that idea. So this person may not be, giving you all of their cards straight away. They tend to observe. They tend to observe, and this is someone who, if not just yet, they will have a good, comfortable, financially stable life. And they also are quite picky when it comes to who they want to share it with. It's almost as if they want people to prove themselves to them, but it sounds quite harsh. It's not on that level. They kind of observing if people that they meet have these this keeper type of energy about them. Does that make sense? How this person views you as someone who's pure and innocent, I'm seeing here. Quite romantic. Someone who has pure intentions and with whom this person could have a good romantic time with. But at the same time, it feels like this person is still in the unknown. They haven't decided where this is going to go next. It feels like they're still kind of exploring this. Let me look into this person's energy. How would tarot represent them? That's my favorite deck that you use. You're so spot on. I'm glad. Hey, everything happens for a reason. Okay, how would the tarot describe this person? As an individual, just looking at it as an individual. Listen, this person is big on sense of security. This is someone who needs to be financially stable, and if they are not there just yet, they will get there. They have this business mind about them. And they very much care who they share that with. They are giving, but they are not going to share their time, their energy, just with anyone. Because they're very focused on their finances. They're very focused on these goals and dreams that they have. So as if this person would say, you know what, I don't want to waste time just with anyone. This person is kind of, I don't feel like they are mature enough for this husband type of energy just yet, but they're getting there. What is the potential future of this connection? He makes me feel so nervous because I can tell he's very serious about what he wants and grounded, but he's so gentle with his approach. He works so much though and seems like he wouldn't have time for me. See, this is his time. That's what I'm talking about, this material world and his work quite a lot. This is his time. In his life, it's his time to work on that. It's his time where his energy goes. It's separate from you, of course, right? But it is meant to be for him in this way at this time. So you might have to voice that in the future. But let's see, what kind of potential does this relationship have? Potential future, please. Potential future. I want one more deck. Give me a sec. Okay. What is happening potentially in the future, I want to see, because I'm feeling that there are a couple of options here. It feels like you're going to go separate ways, but why I'm picking up here? I feel like the feelings that you have once you're around this person, you're feeling it not only because this person may feel, see, they're coming through as the Emperor here, very tough, very strong energy. It's not only that, your intuition is trying to tell you something here about this connection. It feels like the compatibility wise, where you are in lives right now and how you're going to be vibing with one another is a little bit off. So do not freak out if there will be a time of separation with this person. This person is very like, they're so in their masculine energy that they're like go, 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 go type, where I feel like you may feel a little bit left out. You're kind of falling out of sync with one another. I hope this is making sense. Now, do not program yourself in a way that, my God, this relationship will end. I'm not going to even try, or I'm going to change the way I behave with them. Please don't do that, because I'm reading from the current energy. Things may shift in the future, okay? But for now, what I'm seeing is this falling out of sync, where this person is so focused on this and you focused on giving, but this person is giving to other things in their life. And I feel like you may lack either attention, or you feel that they're so focused on what they're trying to achieve that you need a bit more softness or attention from them. That makes sense. He literally told me today he'd rather work like this now than have to later. Yeah, you see, and I feel like there's something off with the timing. This person is supposed to be grinding right now, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're building their future, Nine of Pentacles, business mind, okay? They want to kind of have their feet firmly on the ground. So the timing might be a little bit off for you right now, but see how you feel. Maybe you appreciate that. Maybe you appreciate the way that this person leads their life. Maybe you will be able to understand that, right? But communication is the key here in this situation. Any advice for you? So Lael, what currency are you using? It's $21, but I think, if I remember correctly, let me actually click on the link. There should be an option. Give me one sec. If I'll be able to do that, as this is my account. No, I won't. I think what you're seeing is not that I'm gonna get $15.98. I think it may show you that I'm going to get it in pounds, $15.98 in pounds. Can you double check that and let me know? Tyler, it does make sense. I think he's focused on work and trying to stay stable within his life. Will make me feel like I'm just wanting for him to finish. Okay. Any advice for you in this situation? Okay, first of all, acknowledge your fears, okay? Because I'm seeing quite a lot of stress and tension in your body regarding this. I would say your cards are saying, not only acknowledge the way you're feeling about the situation, but talk about it with this person. I'm glad that you're so focused. I'm proud looking at you, right? Doing so much, building your future. Maybe you can even ask a question. Do you feel like you have even time for dating, right? Do you feel like you'd be able to give it 100%, right? Not to say that this person would leave the work behind, but when we are together, right? So that would be your advice. I hope this made sense. Okay. Let's see, do we have anyone else? You're very welcome. Thanks for passing by. How long have I been doing live? Let me see. Maybe it's time to go to bed. Actually, I'm gonna wait for an answer from Soleil or Shun. Let me know. Are you in need of a booking? Have you found the have you figured out the currency? Because I think it shows you in pounds, and it's fine. Like it does it itself sometimes. So I will wait for you, and I think after your reading, I will head to the shower and go to bed and watch some travel vlogs. Today is the day for travel vlogs. Does anyone know the channel Yes Theory? If not, I recommend. These guys talk about seeking discomfort and trying new things and meeting new people and just overall life experiences. And Soleil, you can either leave your question in the message section, I believe, on PayPal, or here. I'll find it. We don't have too many people. I'm so glad that the chat is going slow and I can actually work and then read what you have to say. I remember, I think it was like 3 or 2 years ago when I'd go live, the chat goes so fast that I would need an assistant. It was just like, it was crazy. I prefer the slow burn. I prefer to focus on one thing at a time. Brenda, yeah, go ahead. I'll stay another 20 minutes probably. I said after Soleil I'm going, but since you came around the same time, you can book and I will do both of your readings before I log off. Okay, let me see who's first. Oh, we have Edgar. It's not even you guys. Okay. Hello, Edgar. Didn't even see you in the chat. What is next in love? I don't know why I heard this song, What is Love, Baby, Don't Hurt Me No More. When I read your question, what is next in love for you? Edgar, what is next in love? And I'm gonna be using the Super Lunaris deck. What is next in love? Give me one sec. I want to lay all the cards on a table and then... You know what you need to know? Now, I am not convinced that this is the next thing that is happening, but this is the thing that you need to know about. You're going to get, once you get in relationship, you're going to get engaged pretty quickly. Now, this may be like a surprise to you right now, where you go like, oh, listen, I was just asking what is next in love. But that's something that your cards want you to know, that with the person that you will be with long term, they're kind of hidden from you a little bit with the Seven of Swords here. As if the cards don't want you to know exactly who this is going to be, kind of keeping it under the covers here. But what I want to say about this relationship is that you're going to be, firstly, you're going to be great freaking friends. And you're going to have such a solid ground that you're going to build as partners, as friends. You can rely on one another. I feel like you will go on a trip together. At that time, you still may be friends. When you're planning that trip, doesn't matter how far from home, how close it is, but you're very connected to each other's hearts and you balance one another out really, really well. And I'm seeing you, once realization hits that, hey, I like you a little bit more, then I thought at first, I like you in a different way now. Then very quickly I'm seeing you getting engaged and wedding and all of that jazz. You're making it official pretty soon after that realization. Now, okay, let's come back to the question. What is next in love? Now, this was a story that you had to know about. Okay? What is next in love? Listen, I feel like you're meeting that person within the next couple of years. Before that, you are going to encounter people. I'm seeing here, but you will not have a feeling. It's like you won't be convinced that this is someone I want to spend a lot of time with. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I'm dating. Yeah, it's fine. But you're not as close to them as this person that you're gonna be with. Yeah, because they are being represented by this pentacle energy, which I like very much. This is long lasting. This is grounding. Whoever that person is, they are a risk taker. Catch me if you can type of energy. So you've asked me a question that your tarot wanted to talk about. Well, same topic, but slightly, you wanted to direct your reading slightly different direction, so I hope you don't mind. I'm also seeing here, for you personally, a lot of the things may come up from family for the next year or so. How your family views relationships, how you view relationship. The differences between you both. Kind of light bulb moments, but also realizations will take place. But overall, your cards are saying once you meet that person, strong friendship, you'll feel that, hey, I want to spend my time with this person. As much time as I have, I want to spend my time with them. But also, you may not view them as a romantic partner at first. You just love being around them. The energy is really light, but it's also very grounded. And once realization hits that, hey, I feel like I'm starting to develop some feelings for them, I think that's when you will get engaged. Soon after the realization hits. Okay, let me come back to the chat. Have a good day at work, Casey. Now, next we're doing Kira. Kira Woods. Can you comment your question, please? Who is Kira here? And what is your question? And I'm gonna do Brenda because I have her question right here. Love triangle situation with a colleague for the last 6 months. Should I end it? Okay, Brenda. The deck that I want for you is the Texture Tarot. Love triangle with a colleague for the last 6 months. Should you end it, Brenda? Okay, look, now is the time when you need to, let me get comfy, when you need to look at your options, what you are choosing a little bit more closely. This chapter of your life is about, literally, like this guy over here. Looking at those paintings, what do I have in front of me and what do I want to do with it? Okay, when it comes to relationship with the Two of Cups. Now, what your cards are reminding you of here, as a side note, you have this keeper type of energy. You have this very strong, loving energy that makes other people feel safe and secure around you. Nurture it and understand its value a little bit more. Queen of Pentacles knows where to invest her energy, and she chooses where the value is, right? She kind of directs, she decides where the value is. If you feel that in this situation there isn't enough value for you as the Queen of Pentacles here, I would say end it. Your answer is in the Queen of Pentacles. Are you honoring by being in this situation? Is this situation honoring the Queen of Pentacles? She is the keeper, she is a wife. Okay, makes sense? She has a lot to offer. You're very welcome, Edgar. What is your advice here, Brenda? What is your advice? I feel like you're not ready just yet, because there are still things to learn from the situation. But make sure that this situation doesn't retract you, doesn't take away from you finding the person that you want to hold hands with. Okay, there is two of you here. So now is a decision time, and it's completely up to you. Your cards are not giving you an easy route here, a yes or a no. Your cards are saying, we're going to give you an answer through this Queen of Pentacles. Are you ready to have a serious relationship? If yes, focus on a serious relationship. Focus on someone who wants to hold hands with you and go into the sunset. Focus on someone who's similar like you, who likes deep things here, because I see that you do, who likes to soul search a little bit from time to time. Right now is a time to honor this queen. I hope this is making sense. Let me switch decks. Any advice for you here? Should you end it? Should you end it? What should you do? What should you do? If you feel that you have to compromise on some of the things that you don't want to compromise on, like your morals or values, or something that you, like an image you had in your head of some sorts, like keep referring back to those paintings, your cards are saying do not compromise your image or where you want to go. There's no need to compromise that. Communication is the key in this situation. Make sure that you are clear with your words. Say what you mean. Mean what you say. Advice, Three of Pentacles. Six of Wands. Right, okay, as an advice in this situation, it's saying make sure that the work situation, the work itself, is not being influenced in a bad way by what is happening there. You have to keep being a winner, to keep being on top, okay? Again, we keep, your cards are keep referring back to the value, the self-confidence and the value. If this situation makes you feel on top of the world, continue. If not, then reconsider, okay? I hope this made sense. Kira Woods. General reading, you know, the more general the question, the more general the answer. So I really don't like those because there is not much value for you in it. And I want you to take something from this. You said, if not, me ask what area of life should I be focusing on? Okay, let's start with that. That's much better. Where is my Steampunk Kipper and the El Goliath deck? Let's go. I just wanted to say to Brenda one more thing. I saw you walking with your head held high with a crown. Tap into that energy. Smiling. Okay. What area of your life should you be focusing on? Okay, what energy? First of all, I want to ask, what energy should you be tapping into right now for your own benefit? Okay. What area of your life should you be focusing on for your own advantage? What area of your life? Playfulness in relationships. Love, give love, receive love. It's all about love for you right now. It's all about, and I'm not talking specifically romantic love, in general, loving. Loving the self and loving others. If you are single, go on dates. If you're in a relationship, take your partner on a date. Okay, take yourself and your friend for a date. It's about enjoyment of life right now. This phase of your life, I'm getting for the next couple of months, it's gonna be still ongoing. Then you will feel a slight shift. It's the time to enjoy people's companionship. It's time to be playful. It's time to tap into your inner child. Be silly, laugh. Okay, I need to be more loving, definitely. See, the Page of Cups is a very soft type of energy, but it's quite a powerful one because through this soft curiosity and open heart, you're able to discover quite a lot in your life. You're able to even see yourself from a different lens. And when you see yourself from a different lens, from this very kind of like light-hearted lens, loving, open heart, you will notice also how other people communicate with you a little bit differently because of the energy that you bring into the room. This Page of Cups is very pure energy. Also spending a bit more time with people who have their heart open. You know, who would, for example, a friend who would call you up and say, hey, I have this issue and I'm not afraid to say it, I'm not afraid to be vulnerable, but I screwed up big time, you know, I did this, I did that, I should have done this, and they maybe cry on the phone. They are very open, like an open book. And you also can talk to them about anything because they firstly open doors for you to be as vulnerable because there is no judgment from both sides. Let's see. Nope, not this deck. Texture Tarot. I love Brenda's emoji. Okay. Also, say yes. Your reading is all about love. I don't know what has happened or what you've been going for, how open your heart is, but your cards are saying say yes to love. Say yes to more love in your life. There is plenty of love around you. Tap into this Queen of Cups energy here. It feels like this phase of your life is the time when you are emotionally maturing, right? Knowing how to connect to people emotionally, but at the same time, starting with yourself. What is it in me that I need to realize? We have a realization card here that I will take with me as a valuable tool in the future relationships with people. It feels like this chapter of your life is all about the feminine energy and honoring it. This mother archetype, right? But it's going to be building gradually. It's not going to happen overnight. It's through the experiences. Trying to do things maybe that you haven't done before. or if you, because you sit mostly, I'm seeing here, in your masculine energy, right? Split deck, we have the Chariot. This is very strong masculine energy. And your cards are saying this is a time when we are softening into the feminine. It doesn't mean that the soft energy is less powerful than masculine. The mother archetype is a very powerful archetype. It's so crazy, but I was going to ask about love, but I have given up. LOL, you're so gifted, true. I'm glad. See, your cards always show you what you need to pay attention to, what you need to look at. It feels like you are, this is gonna sound very intense, so don't take it that way, but I don't know how to say it otherwise. You're being prepared for the motherhood in the future. And this chapter for you is important for you to even get in touch with feeling the flower, right? You walk in someone's street, you see a really beautiful rose bush, and connecting to that plant, right? Instead of passing it by, it's just a rose. Really being able to tap into it and saying, oh my God, this is actually beautiful. How it looks, how it smells. When your heart is open, you're able to connect to everything and anything out there if you want to, right? So this is a time when you're being prepared for motherhood. And it feels like your cards really want you to focus a little bit more from the moment you wake up. How do you mother yourself? How do you love yourself? Do you take care of your skin? Are you rushing just to put cream on your face and get out of a door? Or are you consciously putting that on your skin? Yes, we are people, we're not gonna do it every day, day in and out, right? We get thrown off and then we come back on track. But for you, it's saying, nurture yourself right now. Nurture the relationships. Tap into your femininity, the wisdom that femininity holds, the intuition. Okay? I swear you're answering questions I didn't even ask. So spot on. I'm glad. I'm glad. Anything else that you need to know here? Anything else that you need to know? Nope, that is all. If you've been heartbroken badly in the past and it left a scar on you, I would say look into that. Do a bit of healing. It's all about your heart right now. You cannot love with a heart that's still wounded, okay? But it feels like it could have been healed by now, but maybe you didn't have time or you didn't want to look at that, how a particular situation influenced you in the future, right? In your future relationships, how you see relationships. But it would be good to start this healing if you haven't started it yet. So looking back, taking notes, having a conversation with yourself, saying what I'm going to take to the future. I'm going to take the experience. I'm not taking the baggage, right? I'm not dumping it on a future person. I'm not thinking about that baggage in a way that's going to be carried with me at all times. It was an experience. I'm fine with it. Let's move on. So that's what I have for you. Everything I needed to know and hear. I am glad. Thank you, thank you. I've been coming to your page for years and this is a dream come true. Yes, my ex was killed 3 years ago and I didn't want to heal or let go. So spot on. Thank you again. I feel like you're ready. I'm so sorry to hear that. It is terrible and this represents it really well. But I feel like you're ready to look into that. Not only that you're being prepared for motherhood, but I'm seeing you getting married in the future. You might not want that now, but I'm seeing you getting married. And with tarot time, It's happening pretty soon. I would say within the next 3 years. All right. Let's look what next. What's next? You feel like you're ready now too? I'm glad. I am glad. Let it all out. Shout it out, scream it out. If you need to cry it out, call a friend, allow all of it to come out in whichever way it wants to. Okay, I'm gonna do Casey, guys. Last, she's working right now. She said she's gonna come back to this live and I will log off, but it's always a pleasure. Casey, I have one last question. Is it about it is about my purchasing on my apartment. Am I getting it? If I do manage to get it, how do I overcome the current difficulty? Okay. Purchasing your apartment. Are you getting it? Let's see, I want to switch decks for you. The advice will be the Animal Tarot, and the main deck will be the Game of Thrones. Sending you a tip, crying real tears. Thank you so much. Oh my god, I just got shivers when you said crying real tears. Let it start. Let it start, girl. Okay. Casey, are you getting the apartment? Are you getting the apartment? There might be another option for you. Be open for options here, what I'm seeing. There is not only one way, what your cards want to say, okay? There are more ways to go about this to get what you want. I feel like you may have a bit of a hard time with this one, but what I want you to know is that the option is not lost. You're still getting what you want in the future. You have the Magician card here. Make sure that you don't attach yourself to only one thing or only one way too much, because then you're keeping yourself a little bit stuck in that situation, and life goes, hey, but there is another way. There's another option for you out there. So when you feel that you really want to tie something down to the point where you're not seeing the signs, I feel like you've been getting signs about this. So how to overcome difficulties in general regarding this situation? Don't tie yourself too strongly to only one thing or one way. Okay, that's the way to overcome it. Don't attach yourself to something that you're not seeing a worth of just yet, or you're not seeing it flow. By the way, Soleil, after your reading, I still feel like this warm energy, as if someone, like when you were a kid and you were cold and mommy put a blanket on you, and you just like, you're very warm and you're very cozy. That's what kind of energy I got from your reading. I want to stay in it until I go to sleep. Casey. This is a complex situation. Listen, have you been missing signs because your guys are screaming at me saying we've been trying to tell you something? We've been trying to tell you something about the situation? For now, Casey, based on this current energy, I feel like you may have difficulty getting this. Did you say apartment? Yes, apartment. But there is another opportunity for you that I'm seeing here. Your cards are saying it's not only about this. It's not only about this. It's not the only thing, okay? If you do manage to get it, how do you overcome the current difficulty? Again, the repetitive messages. Look for a sign. Where before, guys, we're trying to tell you something about this. It feels like, this is really weird. It feels like it's between you and your guides, as if I'm not able to interrupt much. One thing that I was able to get is that there might be more options, more ways, and don't get yourself attached to something that feels or is way too difficult to manage, way too difficult to handle or to keep going. Think about it twice. I'm gonna try and push Tarot to tell me more, but it feels like I'm being cut off here. Any other advice or message for you here regarding this? And I'm using the Animal Tarot. Casey, Casey, Casey. Yeah, see, so it's referring again to the options here. I'm gonna read this message for you, look. It says, implementation of your brilliant new idea may get to a rocky start. Your situation, getting off to a rocky start. Right, we know this, but keep going. The challenges will help you refine your plan and reshape your goals into something even better. So right now, it feels like something is off because there is something better for you, or there is a better way, which you might not be seeing. Any extra? Any extra messages? Any advice for you in general regarding the difficulty? Any advice for you in general regarding the difficulty? It's almost as if it's saying, don't think about it now for too much. You will sort it out, but it feels like we're not looking at the right thing for now. We're not seeing something. There might be disappointment regarding this matter, but yeah, again, be open to investigating opportunities that come your way. So now, with the Four of Summer, it's saying it might be a bit of a slowdown, or things may be moving not the way that you want to, time-wise. But it's almost like it's giving for you for a reason. Slow down, you will hear your guides. Slow down, you will be able to see what else might be out there, what other ways are possible, okay? Split the deck, the Hermit, that's exactly what he does. So that's what I have for you. I hope this made sense. Okay, let's see. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna do your reading last and I will head to bed. Can you let me know what your question is, please? Let me just tidy up a little bit. You said, my question is, how does WRX, initials of his name, feel about me? Thank you. Okay, let's go. Let's see. I want to neutralize the energy and let's go. Are you good at communicating with one another? Because I'm getting, when I cough, my throat chakra is playing tricks on me. How does WRX feel about you? How does WRX feel about you? This person is definitely interested in what you have to offer. Have you worked on something together? Because I'm seeing a partnership. How does this person feel about you? Okay. What is your advice? What is your advice? Interesting. I didn't expect that. Look. This person is definitely romantically interested in you, but it's curiosity. Sorry, I'm just getting comfortable. Yes, I met him in my workplace. Okay, that's why work is showing up here. There is curiosity, but it feels like it's quite light curiosity. When it comes to this person, let me see. Intentions. Their intention for now, though, is to have fun, to see if you two can have fun. There is some sort of a blockage that I'm feeling here. Is this person your boss, or you are at a same level or similar level? I'm trying to figure out what I'm feeling here. It's not so much about the cards, but the feeling that I have. You are his boss. Okay, look. What I'm getting with this. This is gonna sound very Very interesting. This person is like, is this knight, this knight who's very curious about you, who wants to get to know you, da da da. But what's interesting is that your advice is taking things slowly. Take your time, take things slowly. Because there is underlying person behind this Knight of Cups. It's like this person is not showing you the real face. When it comes to romantic relationship, who they would actually be in relationship is not the person that you might imagine them to be. That's why your cards are saying take it slow. And as a advice, you have the Queen of Cups, which is, the feelings. She's very tapped into her feelings. She shares feelings, but next to it is a Nine of Spears, which is walls up. Your cards are saying, I don't know why now, okay? This feels very mysterious to me. Yes, have your heart open, but guard it at the same time. Let's see, can I get to why? Why is this coming up? See, the Devil and the Emperor is why I'm telling you this. Is not the best combo. Why? Because the Devil and the Emperor can tend to be an energy that is a bit manipulative. Okay, I show up in one way, but actually I'm a different person. So that's just something to watch for, but not to be paranoid about. Let's see why these cards are showing up. Showing up. Yeah, I'm getting this person's energy is a little bit off. I would say keep an eye on this person. Yes, communicate with them, but notice when you're feeling anxious or when you feel your body is giving you some sort of signals, and analyze that. With the Moon card, right? Hidden energy. There's something hidden that I don't see about the situation. So let me not rush and let me take it one step at a time and see if I want to entertain this or not. So this is in your hands. This is completely up to you what you want to do with it. But just looking at the cards and getting this cold feeling as if I want to take a step back, from this. So let's see. Any advice for you here? Where is the deck? Here. Any advice for you? Any advice for you? Yeah, get to know this person better. That's exactly what you're... Before taking action, look. Before taking action or taking this any further, get to know this person a little bit more. Okay? Yes, this person does like you, but their energy is a little bit off. So I would say, see if you like them back, but don't rush into this. I would say, if you feel off, talk about it, or in general in this situation, listen to your gut. Do not jump into this relationship head on. Take your time, observe them, see how they communicate with you. But this person definitely has an interest in you. It's more so like a curiosity. Yeah, but there are definitely feelings when it comes to you from this person. They're not very, grounded, very intense, but there's definitely an interest, romantic interest in you. Let me see, will this person take any action? Will this person take any action? The action towards you may be delayed a little bit. But yeah, that's what I have for you. There is interest in you, but there is something about this person's energy that is throwing me off, okay? So observe, see if you like them back, see how they treat you, etc., etc. But an interest is definitely there. A romantic interest is definitely there from them. I hope this answered your question, and thank you so much for everyone who passed by in this live, and I've been here for a while, and I will say good night and until the next one.